That's right, folks. Welcome in. Welcome back to It's Portal season, and former Notre Dame starting quarterback Drew Pyne is leaving Notre Dame, entering the transfer portal edition of the Always Irish Show. Thanks for being here. Long time no see since the call-in show 2 hours ago. YouTube, hit subscribe if you haven't yet. Appreciate it very much. Give the video a thumbs up. Helps me as well. Notifications on that way you'll be alerted every time a new episode drops. You don't want to miss it, do you? Twitter, search bar Always Irish or at Always Irish Inc. Emails alwaysirishnd@gmail.com. Audio only anywhere you want me. You could give me call-in line 312-900-8815. Gonna have to fire up the lines because everybody's gonna want to talk about this one. I'll come up with the time for that. We'll do a call-in show just for this. Fighting Irish Wire, put it in Google and read everything that we think about Notre Dame, including this. Okay, folks? So let's get into this. I'm sitting there typing an article up for USA Today, Irish Wire, typing it up. I'm not on Twitter because I'm typing this document. Boom, 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 text. What is it? Drew Pyne leaving the Notre Dame program, entering the portal. I always say this, folks, always. It's never boring in Notre Dame land. It could be good. It could be bad. It's never boring. There's always something year round, without fail, never ends my whole life. It's just, there's always something. I love it. Unless it's bad stuff, then I hate it. But it's always something interesting. So this news may be a surprise to some of you, maybe not at all to others, depending on the circles you run in. It just kind of depends. I was kind of hinted towards this, not told directly, and then, whatever. So I think some people are surprised by this completely and others are not at all. I think it depends what circle you're kind of running in there. But what do we make of this? Again, things with Notre Dame are never black and white. They just aren't. It would be normal for most regular people or a casual football fan to maybe be like, wow, you're the starting quarterback that won you a bunch of games this year, came in off after the other guy got injured, did a decent job. He's leaving. That's bad. No, it's not. This is great news. This is great news for Drew Pyne. This is great news for the Notre Dame program. This is great news for Tommy Rees. It's great news for Marcus Freeman. It's great news for my hairline, worrying about the quarterback room and what Notre Dame's doing there. The only downside of this is he's not going to get his Notre Dame degree. Everything else is good for everybody involved. This is brilliant. I love this. This is a win-win for all parties involved. Okay? Why do I say that? Follow me here. I'm guessing Tommy and Marcus had a real conversation with Drew Pyne about the future. Maybe they told them they're bringing in a really good transfer guy and that they're looking at those options. And at a minimum, they're going to bring in a transfer guy with a big arm, bigger body, whatever. And then you're bringing in Minchie. And then you have Carr after that. And Jelly's still there. It was getting to be a crowded room. All of these people being open and honest about stuff. And I just think in the dynamic I rattled off and the names and options I rattled off, including player to be named later from portal, everybody just knew where that was going to put Drew Pyne on the depth chart. Buckner, I'm not going to forget about Buckner, right? Crowded room. So everybody just kind of knew how that was going to fall, right? And so this way, Notre Dame could start to get real serious about having the quarterback room, talent, and bodies they need and should have there that they have not. They have failed at that recently. A lot thanks to Swamp Thing and what he did in lack of quarterback recruiting and development and retention. But this enables Notre Dame to clear some room and establish a pecking order and a plan moving forward for them. And also, Drew Pyne can go play somewhere and be really, really good as the starter and not have to hold a clipboard, not have to do a pretty decent job as a physically limited guy that he did this year. There's always going to be a cap how good he could be physically limited. Just there's no way around it. He could go somewhere and play a lot of football and play good, exciting football somewhere where they're going to love him. And at the same time, Notre Dame's going to get real serious about trying to find elite talent and stack that depth in this room. Big bodies, big arms, big football brains, reading D, all of it. It all needs to be upgraded for Notre Dame to get where they want to be. This is a first step towards that. This is a win for everybody involved. This is not a sad day, other than, like I said, you like your Notre Dame players to get their degrees. Other than that, this is a win for everybody. And if Pyne's comfortable doing it somewhere else, then God bless him. We're all good here. This is a win across the board, folks. I just like seeing action in the quarterback room that shows me with my own eyes, not even a week after the season ends. They understand their issue in this group and they're trying to sort it out fast. And I guarantee a very open and honest and caring and thoughtful discussion was had between Tommy, Marcus, and Drew. And they all kind of knew how this was going to settle. Or maybe Drew knew it on his own. I don't know that. Maybe some of you on a backroom paid site got that info. I don't have it. Maybe he went to them and said, I see the writing on the wall. I know we're looking at a transfer guy. I know what we have coming in, and I'm being realistic. I want to go play somewhere, not hold the clipboard. Either way, this is progress. This is showing Notre Dame starting to organize that room in a way that it needs to be. All right? So that comforts me that they're moving on this and starting to sort it out. And I feel like big bodies and big talent is going to be the only quarterbacks that Notre Dame's going to get from now on. It needs to be. Big bodies, big talent. And if you ain't going to be big, you need to be Michael Vick fast. That's it. Okay? That's it. So it comforts me seeing this progress. This is all progress, folks. Now, those, I've already seen it on Twitter. Those worrying about the bowl game that's coming up in like a month, way, way, way too short-sighted. Some of you are getting way too worked up at the bowl game. Do not lose sight of the big picture goal here. I care 100% more about making room for big, strong, talented quarterbacks in the future on teams that may have a chance to win playoff games over giving up one of those spots for Pyne that he has. And the trade-off is we win whatever this bowl game is nobody cares about nationally. It's going to have no cachet at all. It's just not. Whatever bowl game we get, it is not going to have cachet, not going to move the needle nationally. It's going to be Notre Dame people that care. All right? We have a bunch of losses. This bowl game means nothing to me compared to figuring out the quarterback room in the future. That is a trade. I don't care what the bowl game looks like. This is a trade I'll make 100 times out of 100 times because the long-term stability of that quarterback room is that important. I make this deal 100 out of 100 times, even if it messes up the bowl game. All right? Listen, Drew Pyne's a tough kid, a good kid, fought for Notre Dame, did the best he could. Like, God bless him. Thank you, Drew Pyne. Like, he tries his butt off and is physically limited, and he's getting a lot out of it. Like, I thank him for all his toughness and the effort and everything that it's been this year. So, God bless him. I have no ill will at all. It's just these dynamics are what it is, are what they are. And Notre Dame's ready to move into the upper echelon of quarterback tiers, hopefully. And this is a step towards that. I hope he lands somewhere good where they treat him right and he gets to start and get the spotlight and be the guy. I want that for him. But for the Notre Dame end, this is all shamrocks. This is all positive. And whatever happens in the bowl game, it doesn't matter to me. Yeah, you want to win it. Big picture, it's not that critical compared to the future of the quarterback room. It just isn't. This season's screwed up. Doesn't matter if we win the bowl game by 80. No one cares. You're not winning anything that matters nationally. No, look to the future. I love this. It makes me feel comfort just knowing this is starting to get sorted out on the highest level. So win-win for everybody involved. And then let's see what's up in the bowl game. What's going to happen now? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this. If you see it the way I do or if you disagree. And then you know me. You know I'm going to have a call-in show just on this. So I will announce when that's going to be so you could all jump in. This is exciting news. This is the future becoming the present. And the bowl game, I'm willing to sacrifice it to get this quarterback room in a better spot for the future. In seasons where we don't already have too many losses to where the postseason game doesn't move the needle. It's plain for me to see what happened here. I support it. Have a good one.